Good day, everyone, and welcome. Car Stereo Talk Monday. That's right, it's Monday. It's the beginning of the week. The excitement has just begun. Let's get this show going. How you doing, Fernando?
Fantastic.
Yeah? You
Yeah.
ready for Monday?
I think the Monday is almost done, so
Monday fun day? I don't know.
that's not how it goes.
I mean, Sunday fun day?
That's always
I guess that's it.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, Sunday's the only day. So, welcome to the show, everybody. We hope you had a fantastic weekend. And yeah, we hope you had a fantastic weekend.
Yeah.
Today, we have some new products. We have a new product, which we'll introduce here at the, probably right at around the top of the hour.
Mm-hmm.
That's not it. This is the Epicenter Micro, which we're going to talk about when it's audio control's turn. It's just conveniently sitting on the airbox. But before we get to all this new products, the fun and excitement that the show is going to just unravel before your eyes, and you're just going to be, oh my God, this is so awesome. Let's get some highs out of the way. What's up, Dave? Good morning. Let the knowledge flow. Ken is checking in. Good afternoon. We'll just go with Paul. Evening, gents. Frank. Good evening. Weather in the 90s today, better than over 100. Yes. Mr. Bradley says, good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon.
Another remarkable cool day in Modesto, only 86 right now. I mean, compared to what it was last year, this is good. Evening, all. Hello. Evening. Sup, guys? Danny checking in. Hello, gents from rainy Chicago.
What's up?
And that's just because you're depressed, because you're in Chicago. It's okay. Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening.
Good evening.
Cornet checking in. Swizzle sticks. Hey. Nope. No fun day. I mean, really?
Exactly.
It's. I get it. I mean, trust me. I didn't want to. Buenos tardes.
Hey, buenas tardes.
Yeah. Hello. A great day in Flagstaff, Arizona. There you go.
Very
Happy
nice.
Monday.
Happy
Hey,
Monday.
guys. I really need your help. Well, Jason, I'm glad you asked. What you should do is start typing your little question into the comments. Fernando will see it. He'll heart it. And then we'll get back to it once we start getting to that point, which is soon. So start typing now so that we don't miss your question. What's up, Austin?
What's up?
I need to talk to you, Austin. You need to call me, or I need to call you. I see some Audison boxes in the back. Yes, they're going into this truck. Make sure to tune in to Instagram, and we'll tell you all about what's happening in this truck. But yes, you do see lots of Audison boxes. Okay, just tag that. Hey, have you guys heard the car audio brand B2? Yes, we've heard of it. We know that Big Jeff sells it. We've honestly I haven't seen any of the Big Jeff stuff. The previous importer, we had done some. We had a couple customers bring it in. I'm assuming it's the same company. I don't know, but yeah, I haven't used it in a couple years. Greetings, fellas, and the stuff we did put in worked good. Hi from Naples. Houston is 95 and feels like 102. I mean, that's it's. Hi guys, debating on impact tool. Should I go Milwaukee or Harbor Freight? Milwaukee. I mean, it's the only thing we use. I mean, there again, we use Milwaukee's 6 days a week, every day, all the time, never stops. We abuse them, we drop them, we kick them. We're gonna flip you. We're gonna roll you. Anybody know what that is? Anyways,
They're good.
And there again, at home, I have skill. I have a skill set. I paid like $80 for. Remember the one drill we bought to do the class? I bought that red skill. I bought two of those, one for the house and one for the class, because they were like $79. And so I have those at the house. And I mean, for what I use them for 5 minutes every 6 months, they work great.
I have a Milwaukee and old one, like one of my first ones that I have.
Yeah, I mean, batteries are cheap now. So the one nice thing about like Milwaukee batteries is that you can buy third-party Milwaukee batteries, which is what we do.
Yeah.
And they work great. So as long as the tool is still functional, you can get all the drill batteries you want over the next 5 years, 10 years, because they're pretty much shelved on it. Whereas like the Harbor Freight tool or something like that, if they decide to ditch the battery, then and your tool needs a new battery, it goes bad. So I mean, that's my argument for why I go with like one of the major brand tools. But
yeah,
there again at my house for $79, if it goes bad, I don't really feel bad because it's probably there for 4 or 5 years, and then I throw it in the gutter and go get another.
But if you spend
there's
good
no way
money, you don't
hey,
have
what's
to.
up? Well, I mean, if it's the only set of tools I had, but I mean, let's be honest, I mean, I got like 50 sets of tools, so I'm pretty okay. Fernando.
¿Qué onda for Fernando? And what's up for you?
Hey, hello. Marty checking in. Hey, if anybody needs a Glowforge.
I thought you were going to buy it.
No. If anybody needs a Glowforge, Marty has one. He will sell it. He will ship it to you. Shipped. Anywhere in continental U.S., $3,000. On a pallet.
$3,000?
$3,000 shipped. I mean, it's $5,000 new. It's a Pro. I don't need one.
I think you need one.
I just bought the CNC. I'm good.
I think another one right there.
Oh, no. I would just take it home. I don't need 3 lasers. I don't need 3 lasers.
I think you need 3 lasers.
I don't. But if anybody's looking for a Glowforge, it's only been used like for a month, and then he shut down the shop and took it with him. So
Marty, if you give him a good deal, he would buy it.
He feels like $3,000 is a good deal.
Oh,
but
really?
yeah, I mean, and it is. How's Clearwater? It's humid and hot. I mean, it's 87 right now, which is fantastic.
Not really.
The feels like temperature 90. Is 92, 95.
Even right now, we've been running the AC. Doors closed. It's hot.
So the suck. Like, don't get me wrong. We spend enough time in Phoenix that we know what Phoenix hot is, and Phoenix hot is depressed. Is just like it's a different hot. Like this, you're just sitting here and you're sweating for no reason.
But Modesto,
but
hot.
It was hot. Well, Phoenix was the same way. But that is just like when you open the oven and you get blasted hot, and it just never stops.
Yeah.
So it sucks, and they're both shitty. So I don't think anybody wins.
Okay.
But that's just me. Okay. So
what's up?
Let's get over here, and we're gonna hide this, and we're gonna say, hey, we do this little thing over on Facebook. Hopefully, you guys are all members. We call it the 12 Volt Clean Wire Club. And this week's 12 Volt Clean Wire Club photo of the day brought to you by the fine folks at DNF Tool Drawer. That's right, DNF Tool Drawer, the place you can find the IRTA2, as well as if you want a cool keychain, and of course all the tools that we use in the install bay. Links to them, you can pick them up on Amazon, like the cool Milwaukee drills that we use and all the other fun stuff. Who do we have?
We have Mr. Dennis. He did this.
Yeah.
Some of the people are like, that's incomplete,
It still looks good. I don't care.
It looks nice. And,
everyone complains.
I say, hey, man, listen, we would love to see the final product. And he's like, I'm working on it. As soon as I finish, I'll put it out.
Listen, but it's beautiful just the way.
I see how can he keep all these RCAs like?
Because they're 8-gauge. They're very thick. They're 8-gauge, so they don't bend.
I was thinking like he put something.
No, they just don't bend. Look at the size of those things.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, they're huge. It's like an 8-gauge. Look at the tip. Look at the wire.
Yeah. They're a 9,000.
Yeah. It's just it's like coax, man.
It looks nice.
They're not going to bend.
Yeah.
No, but it looks great. Hey, if anybody out there is interested in some Phoenix Gold amplifiers that have never been used, what is it? The 4-channel is it the 4-channel monoblock? Yeah, I think it's the 4-channel in the monoblock. TI3s, big boys, acrylic covers, all that. Hit your boy up. I got some just sitting here, just sitting there. Never been opened.
Never been used.
Never had power connected to them ever.
Brand
It's
new
very
box.
gray in there today. It's because we're both wearing. Oh, see, now these are matching shirts. Where's Mary Lou to be like, hey, you guys have matching shirts?
That's true.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love this shirt.
Yeah. I don't
nice.
like these. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to pull up this guy first, and we'll turn him on. This first segment is brought to you by the fine folks at Moscone-Merrick.com. Moscone makes amplifiers, and they make speakers under the Gladen name. If you're looking for like some of the most crazy badass speakers on the planet, head over to Gladen.com, and there you can check out all the new Gladen speakers, such as the new Zetas. Ooh, and yes, there's your Moscone amplifiers. Enjoy with all your senses. We have the Sigma line of speakers. And of course, my favorite, the Pico. Small, powerful, easy to hide, SB compatible. They drop into all your Fords, and they're like this big. They don't take up any room, and you can hide them wherever you would like. Check them out at Moscone-America.com or a Moscone dealer near you. Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You okay?
I'm trying to.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I mean, we're right there. What's up, Eduardo? Happy Monday.
I will call you later. Sorry. Dean was doing a show, so I didn't.
Whatever.
But I will call you later. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Dude.
Here we go.
Oh, hold on. We gotta answer this one because that's kind of funny. So I have a Wrangler JL with an Alpine Premium audio, and I'm trying to use an LC2I adapter with it. Why? I'm having a hard time getting any signal into it. Where do I pull the signal? Bar, or sub? Neither. Okay, so if you have an Alpine Premium system and a JL Wrangler, PAC makes a product called a Sub Pro. The Sub Pro is going to go behind the radio, and it's going to give you a full bandwidth from 20 hertz up to 300 hertz, I think he said, of RCA output. It's not a high level to low level adapter. It's an interface. The problem you're going to run into in that car is, for one, everything is actively crossed over, and everything has bass roll off, and everything basically sounds like crap. You don't use an LC1i or an LC2i or an LC anything coming out of an Alpine Premium Audio, anything Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge. It doesn't make any sense because there's a Sub Pro that will get you that sub signal out that you can actually use. If you're going to try to use the LC2i, you're going to be disappointed. That's okay. I get it. You're going to want to tap probably the sub, but the sub is a quad coil subwoofer. It has 4 sets of leads going to it because they did some really crazy ass shit trying to get that thing to get some power to it. Basically, they have 4 IC power chips going to it. So you just, good luck. But no, we would never hook it up that way. That's the wrong piece for that. Now, the Sub Pro is more expensive, but if you're trying to get bass out of the car, it is the piece to use. So I would try to return your LC2i and get a Sub Pro from PAC. You can find it at pac-audio.com. Now, if you're ever planning on adding any other audio to the system, like maybe at some point adding highs and all this other fun stuff, another amp, then I would just go ahead and get the Amp Pro, because the Amp Pro will give you 6 channels of preamp output so that you can upgrade in the future. So it'll give you a sub, front, and rear output, all perfectly flat, no EQ, no nonsense, and then it'll sound amazing and you'll be happy.
But if you want to upgrade you laser, here we go.
Yes, you need 3. I want to go back to the Bennett question. Where was that? Eric says, what's up with audio control? Have you heard from Chris Bennett, AC? I liked the video you guys did while visiting. So Chris Bennett hasn't worked for audio control in probably 4 or 5 years, 3 or 4 years. Right now he's working for EBS and Zapco.
Mm-hmm.
That's who he's working for currently. He's still in Washington. He was just out at Steel Valley Regionals there, promoting his wares. No, he's still around. He's still doing his thing. He's just not with audio control anymore. He retired from there before they sold to Stinger. So, yeah. But thank you for asking. Okay, go ahead. Hey, guys. How would you like to upgrade a 24 Tacoma with JBL system? As long as it's an Amp Pro, yeah, go for it. I mean, we do it. Without an Amp Pro, it's kind of silly because we know there's an Amp Pro coming out. And I think the current Amp Pro, I think Ernie says that it does work on a 2024. So, I mean, yeah.
It's a Toyota Tacoma.
It's a Toyota Tacoma.
No problem.
Mean, whatever. You know, just another day at the office.
It's another day at the office.
Yeah. You know, I have a 23 Cadillac CT5 with Bose. Should I get the Pack Amp Pro AP GM71 and a 12-channel DSP? Trying to run through up front, center, real fill, and a 10-inch sub. Yes, you should definitely get the AP4 GM71, which is the Amp Pro for that car. That'll give you the 6-channel preamp output. From there, a 12-channel DSP like the 6 to 12 or the 8. I'm sorry, like the 8 to 12 we just reviewed from Arc Audio. That would be a perfect DSP. It's got upmixing. It's got surround. It'll allow you to do all that fun stuff. We even talk about doing upmixing in the video. So right up your alley. If you haven't seen that video of the new 8 to 12 DSP from Arc Audio, check it out because it's definitely what you need. Stick to the end, and we kind of talked about how you're going to set it up for doing the upmixer. But yeah, you go from the AP4 GM71 toss link out of that directly into your DSP. It couldn't get any easier.
Ralph, you can send an email to 5starcarstereo.com.
No, 5starcarstereo
at Gmail. Yeah, that's what I say.
Yes, with your particulars, and then Paul will get it
back to you.
Get back to you. Yes. We do not handle the schedule, the quoting, or any of that stuff. That's all done through Paul since it's his business. So
it is his business?
I
thought it was yours.
No, it's not mine. No. I'd fire myself. I quit. I'm going home. Can I just go to this big blue one here that's just mocking me?
Yeah.
This one? Okay, cool. I want to just get that out of the way. Because it's just
big?
It's just sitting there. Hey, guys. I know you guys recommend audio control, but can you explain if it is possible for me to connect the LC 4.800 to an aftermarket radio? Do I need to connect it from the speaker output from the stereo, or can I connect it from the RCA output? What is better in your opinion? Thank you from Cali. Okay, so fantastic question. This kind of falls into how to hook up an amplifier to a factory stereo. We've kind of covered that in some point up till now. We talked about Amp Pro. Amp Pro is a great way to do that. If you have a premium audio system in a Ford, a GM, the Dodge, and some of the Toyotas, you can use an Amp Pro to do that. You can use a iData piece if you have all those vehicles plus Volkswagen. And then if you have some of the European vehicles, you can do that with either the Zen modules or the Mobrid modules. Those will all get you a preamp section. Now, if you're unfortunate to not have a badged amplified system, such as Bose or et cetera, well, then you're going to have basically front, rear, maybe front, rear, and sub, depending on the car. Those, you can just get a regular T-harness from either Metra or pack-audio.com. They'll have T-harnesses that are really nice that'll allow you to unplug the factory radio and get all your speaker wires. Those are called those are called high-level output. An RCA out of the back of the radio through an Amp Pro is a low-level signal. That's going to plug into the RCA inputs. If you don't have an Amp Pro or something like that, then that is going to be a high-level or the amplified output of the factory radio. Now, the LC audio control amplifiers stand for line output converter. That's the LC in that. So it allows you to put up to 20 volts of high-level signal into the high-level input plug on the amplifier, not the RCA. There's two inputs on that, RCA and high-level. If you're doing RCAs, like if you have an RCA on this end, you need an RCA on this end. If you have speaker wires on one end, such as coming out of a factory radio, then you're going to go into the speaker wire input on the side of the amplifier. Screwing that up means you screw up the input of the amplifier, so you have to match it up. Now, the one thing that amplifier does not have is load resistors. So depending on what the car is, more than likely you're going to need some form of a load resistor. Those are called LGDs. You can find them on the audio control site. The most popular one is the LGD green. Those work in about 90% of the cars out there. So if you're like, I don't know which one to get the greens. You'll be fine.
locally for you, you're not gonna need an Ampro or nothing like that. You can go from your radio, your aftermarket
What
radio.
kind of radio he has?
No, I don't know what kind of radio he has.
Well,
he
then
has
why are we worried about it?
Aftermarket radio. So RCA's
to an aftermarket
radio. To the LC 4.800, but definitely get the lows if it's a newer car. RCA's to the 4.800.
So yeah, if you have RCA's, you go RCA's. If you have speaker level, you go speaker level.
Yeah.
Now, if you have like a Pioneer, Kenwood, or Sony, you have RCA's, you use RCA's.
Yeah. But definitely, if it's a newer car, get some low resistors.
I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot of words there.
All right.
Okay. What do you recommend for good door speakers in a 2021? Okay, so
Tundra.
Yeah, I got it. I'm just more looking at the what do you recommend. Okay, so here's the deal. When it comes to speakers in a car, it's kind of a personal thing, right? You kind of have what you like and what you don't like. I don't know those things. So me to recommend something is kind of like, without knowing the particulars of what you listen to, would be kind of hard. Now, if you were here and I asked you some questions like what kind of music do you listen to? Or what do you have at your house? Have you heard that, do you have a home stereo? Do you have a sound bar? What are you accustomed to listening to? How loud do you want it? What are your expectations on said speaker? And of course, what is your budget? Now, there are some simple things for a Toyota Tacoma 2021. That's a 2.5 in the dash and a 6x9 in the bottom of the door. Kenwood makes the 6902s that'll drop right in. All you need to do is pick up the T-harness, little speaker T-harnesses from Metra. If you want something that's more plug and play and you want it to sound more brighter, like if you're not happy with how, like it's not crisp enough for you, then you also have the plug and plays from Focal. That'll Focal inside line that'll just drop in there, and those come with the brackets and the mounts and everything. They just go into the car. There again, don't know, but there's two options right there, and you're going to have two different sounds with both of those speakers. So it just depends on what you're trying to do. Hi, go ahead. Next one. What's up? TI3s. What you got? I got a 4-channel and a monoblock. I opened with that. All right, next. Love the show, especially when you talk about Helix, Blam, and the Alpine shallow R-type subs. I don't think we ever talk about those things.
The shallows?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No.
Did they make shallows?
Yeah, R-types. Yeah. It's the one with the magnet that's got at the back of the box. Okay. Hey guys, thank you for your answer. Have you guys ever used the MVX bunch of part numbers? Seems like a good option on a budget, but don't know much about it. Did we look that up to see what it is?
It's a DSP 6-to-6 Bluetooth. I'm guessing it's a regular DSP.
Probably inexpensive DSP.
Right.
So this is something we cover a lot. People ask, like just the other night on the Hi-Fi show, somebody asked, what's your best $300 DSP and stuff like that. So here's the deal. Most DSPs that are under or around $300 are all going to be the same DSP as far as software goes. There will be differences in the DSP, like how they're made, the pieces, the components that they put in them. But the software is going to be the same, which is a lot to do with how easy or hard the DSP is to use. Now, there is nothing great for an inexpensive amount of money, meaning you're not going to get an amazing DSP for under $300. You're going to get a good DSP that's going to do basic DSP type stuff like equalization and all that other fun things that are in a DSP. If you really are trying to do like DSP things and you want to seem like the boss that you are, then, probably want to jump up into something more expensive, like go up to the $550, $600 range. It all depends on what your system is. That might be crazy. I don't know. But those DSPs are going to get you into pro style DSPs that have a lot of features that will make your life 100 times easier.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah. I don't even know if that's...
Yeah, it's all push button.
It's a big knob for sure.
It's a big knob. If you're looking for an affordable, awesome little DSP, I'm still going to go with the DSR1 from Rockford Fosgate. You can set it with an iPad. It has the best iPad or Android app. It's like you can pick them up for about $250, $300. It'll smoke the crap out of all these because they did design their own software for it. They didn't copy anyone else's. They didn't steal anybody else's. They have their own, and they do a fantastic job with it. So if we're talking that sub $300, I still recommend the DSR1, and I have like 4 of them. So, hey guys, out of everything you have installed over the years, what's your fave, and what made it your fave? So I'm always been a what are you doing? Hi.
Just keep asking.
I've always been like, when I was younger, I liked Orion. That was my thing. So like the Orion HECAs, SX, GX, GTs, the Beast, all those things. That's what I grew up on. So those were the nostalgic amplifiers for me. That's why there's like a Beast hanging on the wall over here, Orion Beast. Now the new Orion stuff really doesn't do it for me because it's not the same company. I'm throwback type stuff. Newer stuff that I like. I'm more open-minded now. There's a bunch of stuff that I like. It's not just one brand, because back then, if you weren't on my team, you sucked. So it's like I couldn't like anybody else because I was in love with one particular brand. It was Orion, and everything else was trash. So like the Rockford Punch 45 and the kicker amps and all that, it was all trash back then. Now I'm a bit more open-minded, and I like all kinds of stuff. It's great to get out and see what every manufacturer has to offer. I like to hear the stories about the manufacturers from the manufacturers. I like to meet the people. I like to see who's behind these cool products, like Brad that's in the comments. The stuff like he's building over at Arc Audio. And of course, the guys at Kicker do an amazing job. The guys at Rockford do an amazing job. Basically, all the brands that we get to play with, we get to meet these guys. And it's wonderful. Like Moscone, we got to meet the guys that run Moscone, got to meet the guy that designs the DSP software and the guy that signs the paychecks. And great guys, fun-loving guys, down-to-earth kind of guys. And it's like you can't help but really get into this and really like a lot of these things. So now I like a lot of stuff. How do you feel about it, Fernando?
I just like one thing. That's it.
What's that?
Vanilla.
You don't even like vanilla.
I don't even like
such
vanilla.
a wiener.
No, I like good product. Everybody makes really good stuff. So
everybody does not make really good stuff.
Depends on the price and.
You're so silly.
Well, okay. So for example, here we go. I'm gonna.
Pull something.
I'm gonna put the next one that actually is really good.
Okay.
It actually goes to the previous question.
How really good is the Kicker Key 200
point?
Yeah, 200 point. The Key 200.4.
Yes.
On a scale from 1 to 10, I would say, depending on what your scale is, if your scale is does it deliver on the promise of 0 being it's utter bullshit, and 10 being it does everything.
Opinion. I mean,
it does everything that it says it does on the box.
Yeah.
It's a 10. It's a 10.
Yeah.
Because it does every single thing that they promise, and it does it well.
Yeah.
Like really well, like almost too good, like magic type too good. So,
and you're not gonna compare it with the
No.
bigger DSPs because it's not. It's not even.
That's what I'm saying. For what it's designed to do,
yes,
if you have a problem that the key is designed to fix,
yeah,
it will do it, and you will not be disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be like, oh damn, that's exactly what I wanted. You probably most people that buy the key don't even realize that was the thing that would solve the problem.
Now, before you buy the key, make sure you do your research and the key is exactly what you need or what you want, because sometimes it's not. So,
yeah. I love the fanboy questions. It says, hold on. It says, hey Dean, since you're a Morel fanboy, I'm looking to put a 3-way set in my 25 JL. Leaning towards the new Census set. How well is the mid bass going to work choked in the Metro sealed box? So really the problem is the hole. Okay, so let's
always been the problem.
The hole is always the problem. So let's be fair. Nothing sounds great in the Metro sealed box because it's a 6.5 and a small sealed enclosure. That's why they put a 4-inch in it. So outside of that, nothing is amazing. Nothing is going to be like earth-shatteringly cool. We've tried all kinds of speakers in there. And what you end up with is not a mid-bass, but a nice mid-range. I've had people cut holes in them. I've had people do all kinds of crazy shit. And at the end of the day, It's still just a speaker in a plastic box, no matter who makes it. Nobody sounds better than the other. Now, with that being said, Metra does take it one step further and give you the replaceable grills that you can cut in so that you can actually get the sound coming off of the driver instead of in a tiny little 4-inch hole this big, which is more of the problem than the actual enclosure, because the enclosure is what it is. There's nothing to change that. You can't fix that. But what you can fix is getting the sound into the Jeep. And when you leave the factory plastics on there, guess what? You do this in front of the soup amp, so who cares? So definitely you want to buy those if you're thinking about doing anything like that in there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the other thing, too, that I keep in mind with the Senses is that's a big speaker. The mid-range is a big speaker. You want to make sure that's going to fit. So do your measurements and make sure. I honestly don't know if that one off the top of my head will fit. And, of course, you need some place to put the tweeter. So that's really about it. But any Jeep out there, when we always recommend, hey, get these. And it's, oh, my God, it's like, okay, so you're going to spend money but not go all the way.
I mean, Stereo Steve made those 3 pots?
No, those are for Broncos.
That's for Broncos.
Yeah, maybe get the right thing. I mean,
sorry.
Dude, how confusing a Jeep and a Bronco. What is wrong with you?
Same thing.
So, oh, God, this guy over here. I'm sorry, people. Hey, this next hide it. Clear the board here. Hey, this next segment is brought to you by the fine folks at Arc Audio. You see the Blackbird up there, and we do a lot of talk about the Blackbird. And, well, it is definitely one of our favorite amplifiers to go into cars. It's small, it's compact, it's extremely powerful. But some of you out there go, ooh, that price tag, it's a little bit much. It's a little bit much. That's because, hey, small things that are amazing do come with a pretty, they cost money. Just what it is. Now, with that being said, Arc Audio, they listen, they hear you, and they've had smaller, more affordable amplifiers. Oh, wow. Wouldn't it be great if they, did that again? Well, what is this? Oh my gosh, this is the new X2 808 DSP, mindful of quality and budget. Boom, it's almost like we were all thinking the same thing on this one. That's right, this is the new 808, and well, guess what we have sitting right here? The new 808. Da, 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 da.
Wow.
So this is the new X2 808 DSP amplifier. It is an 8 to 12. That's right. It's 8 channels of power, 12 channels of DSP, and then it has 8 channels of input. So it is a true 8 to 12. So this is like a bigger version, less power than a Blackbird, but it's a bigger footprint. And it's cheaper by like $500. So it is not as powerful. Let's be fair, it is not. It's more like the PS8 when they had the little PS 850. I think it was PS 850. It's basically something like that. This is at 4 ohms. It's 50 watts. We're gonna dyno this thing because I'm sure it's way more than 50 watts coming out of here.
I like the style on the side.
Yeah, you got the little X2 on here.
Yeah.
Now the nice thing about this is, unlike the Blackbird that you just have the Nighthawk as a companion amplifier, you have the whole lineup of X2 amplifiers to go with this bad boy. So if you're one of those people who's like, I need a 3,000 watt subwoofer amplifier, guess what? You could team one of those up with your X2 808.
That's neat.
I know, right?
Yeah.
This thing is going to be a beast. We're going to be doing an unboxing and tell you guys all about it. It does use the DNA software that we've talked so much about, as well as this is also iData AR compatible. So that means that you could take this and plug it right into your factory amplified systems, such as the GL or the JL Audio or JL Jeeps with the Alpine systems. This will just plug right in.
Mm-hmm.
Just plug right in.
It's a little bit bigger than the.
It's a lot bigger than a key. I mean,
than the Blackbird.
Yeah,
But dude, it's not that like, oh my god, it's crazy. Exactly.
No, it's
not that big.
I mean,
look at that.
That's so much bigger. Huge.
It's
like an inch.
Huge, people.
It's like an inch all the way around. I mean, it is monster size.
I mean, an inch is an inch.
It's so big.
Sure.
Look how much huge. Look, that's huge.
It's big.
So much bigger.
Yeah.
Anyways, the new X2 is out.
It's out. You can order it.
arcaudio.com. Shipping starts very soon.
Yeah. You want to see some details? Go to arcaudio.com.
And That is the new product release. Yay! New products. I'm so excited. Ours showed up today. I was like, oh, hot damn. I love new stuff. Show then the RCA plug. Oh!
Show the what?
RCA plug.
Man.
It probably has a new RCA plug in it. All right, hold on.
Sorry,
Sorry.
the box.
Oh, yeah.
He was complaining about the box.
Yeah, they dented my box. Give me the scissors.
Oh, my gosh.
Thank you.
How many watts per channel?
50. F4 of them. Okay, so this is the new plug. So for those of you that have seen the Blackbird plug and have commented on the Blackbird plug and they're like, oh, that looks so bad, blah, blah, blah. They went back to the drawing board on it. This is the new plug. I believe this is going to be retro added into the Blackbirds at some point.
It looks like a motorcycle.
Oh, really?
I mean,
I don't know. I just like it because it's
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, there you go. And then, of course, they all come with either high level or low level, or low level or high level. Depending on how you want to do it. Honestly, this is staggered, which is nice.
Because you were complaining about it.
Because I was complaining about that. So this is now
always
staggered, which is fantastic. So when you hook up your RCAs, it's a staggered RCA, which is so cool.
That's nice.
And then, but I like to just take this one and make my own RCAs. Because I suck. And it is USB-C. It comes with a really nice USB-C cable. Well, we'll talk all about that in the unboxing that's coming up shortly.
There you go.
So, new stuff. Oh, what does it say? Oh, it doesn't have a cool saying on the back of the box. Okay.
No.
What the heck?
There you go, guys. The specifications are up on the website, so don't forget.
Right here where it says more info.
Click in there.
Just click and oh my gosh, look at that! Oh, that says specifications. Look at that integrated DSP amplifier, fixed point, -32. All this velvet sound, AKM velvet sounds. Nice velvet sounds. More velvet
sounds.
Velvet sounds. There's your wattage. There's your 2 ohm rating. You can bridge it, of course. You can bridge it and run it at 2 ohms. Oh,
boom!
Imagine an amplifier that can do that. So many guys out there understand what that means. Okay.
Wow.
I know that was a total shoot. That was a shoot. Okay.
Question.
Yeah.
If you are doing a true center channel that is properly processed,
etc. Yeah.
Yeah. How critical it is to use a tweeter with just a 3.5 mid running up, 10K and up.
I look at it like this. Okay, so if we're trying to use a center channel, all right, then we're trying to emulate what we are at our house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in my house, I have true center because I have surround sound, all right, and I have tweeters in my center,
mm-hmm.
and I have tweeters in my left and right.
Mm-hmm.
And if I didn't have my tweeters in my left and right, it would not sound right because there again, I don't know where this person is standing in the soundstage.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so if we look at surround sound bars. Sound bars, they put tweeters all across.
Yeah.
Because they want the sound to start at one end and sound linear as it goes across to the other end.
Mm-hmm.
If the only thing we're listening to is somebody singing in the center of the dash, well then, okay, cool. Maybe that's all we need. But I'm just looking at case in point and just how every other surround sound is done, and there's always tweeters on the right or left.
Yeah.
So I feel you would have to have a tweeter on the right or left. I don't think middlers playing up to 10K will do the job. You're just not going to get that linearity across the top. So
you're going to miss something in there.
I mean, if we're being picky, yeah, I think so.
I mean, that's very critical, right?
Yeah. I feel that's the answer.
Okay.
Okay, so hold on real quick. You need to put it up. What brand do you guys prefer for sound deadening? We use here in the shop, we use Stinger. We use a lot of Stinger. We use some Ground Zero. We use some Morel. The best, but no one wants to pay for, but you should, is Resin X You can go to Resonx.com and you can find.
Nobody want to pay for it. Really?
Well, because listen, nobody believes in quality anymore, right? Everyone, it's like, what is the cheapest way I can do something?
Yeah.
Like literally, the guy came in here on Saturday. I go over and Paul's over like, dude, you should have just heard this guy. Guy got a price 2025 Chevy truck, and he's like, I want this, I want that. He's just like unloading his wish list, and the price is going up and up, and then the last thing he's at 10 grand, and he goes, I want it sound treatment throughout the whole thing, and Paul goes, you're already bitching about the 10 grand. Like the sound treatment's going to be thousands of dollars more. And then the guy goes, what are you charging me for labor? And then he told him, and he goes, well, I've got the system installed at Best Buy for less. And it's like, well, go to Best Buy then.
My budget is $3,500.
Yeah, go to Best Buy. It's like, people don't want to pay for the quality. I mean, Best Buy, not knocking Best Buy, but they can't do installs the way we can do installs.
No.
They can't. I mean, Chris Vera does an amazing job with the tool, with the capabilities that he has,
and the time that he has.
Yeah, but he just they don't allow him to do things the way we do things. That's just what it is. And so there again, if you're looking for amazing sound treatment, Resonx is like the baddest bitch on the block, but you're paying for it. DNF, huge fan. Thank you. When I get better staging in my Altima on a Key 200.4 biamped to the Kenwood Exelon 2.5s in the dash, if I take the Kenwood cap off of them, thank you for your input. Yes, please, God, don't run the cap on. So if you're biamp, yes. Let's say you're doing front and rear right now. You're like, this is pretty cool. But no, biamp it and run 3 and 4 on the mid bass. What are you shaking?
Yeah, I'm just like rears. No, don't do rears.
Yeah, rears are stupid.
Yeah.
1 and 2 on the 2.5s, no caps. 3 and 4 on the mid bass. You got a Kenwood, so it has a Kenwood, right? Yeah. You have Kenwood. Who knows what radio you have? But anyways, yeah, screw the rear speakers. You can power them off the deck, do whatever you want. But yes, it'll sound fantastic. Now, the key, when in biamp mode, when its microphone is listening to channels 1 and 2, it decides what it's playing. That's why you hear the tick, 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 and it's listening, and it's figuring out what speaker's up there, whether it be a middler, mid-range, tweeter, and it'll actively cross it over for you. So definitely ditch the cap.
If your Geek Squad comes out and say, Dean, we would like you to do some installations for us, what will you do?
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I? I'd love to.
Okay.
I will teach anybody anything. I don't care if they wanted us to come over and, hey, show us some time-saving techniques to make these things look good. I mean, that's what Provost Beast tried to do. Provost Beast went in there and he tried to show them how to do our clean wire technique.
Yeah, and they don't have the time.
No, and that's immediately what happened was they all looked at this looks great. We don't have the time for this. We don't have ABS sheets laying around. We can't do this type of install.
Do they have routers?
No, they don't have any of that stuff. Because they used to, but insurance. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Some of the guys might have to go outside to use them. I don't know.
And then what?
No, and I'm not saying Best Buy installers are bad. No. It's quite the opposite. There's some great Best Buy installers
we
out
met
there.
We've met a few people that they're really nice.
I'm not knocking them as a company. I'm merely saying they don't. They're a corporation that doesn't allow them the ability to do the things we do. Like they're not going to sit there and CAD design a tweeter mount to put a tweeter in an A-pillar that's going to take 2 hours. They're not going to do that. Okay, they're going to hot glue the tweeter in or glue the tweeter in, or not even sell them a tweeter in the first place because they can't do it.
Right.
It's not knocking the company. I mean, it's not knocking the installer. It's just not the way their business model.
Not the capability that they have.
Right? That's all. It's the business model, man. I love the dude. Installer's installer. I love them all. I mean,
lies.
No, it's true. Deep down inside, everybody wants to be an amazing installer, right? No. Yeah, exactly. Hold on. I got to do something.
Okay.
It's that time.
All right. Of the year?
Yeah, it's the most one. It's that time. Audio Control's next segment is going to be brought to you by the fine folks at Audio Control, audiocontrol.com. New products. We talked about this a couple times. This is the new Epicenter Micro Pro. I know what you're saying. Wait a minute. I have an Epicenter Micro, or I was thinking about getting an Epicenter Micro. Why do I want an Epicenter Micro Pro? Well, they took an Epicenter Micro, and they took the LC1, and they combined the two. So the thing that was always missing from the Epicenter Micro was a line driver of any kind. So you'd put it in, whatever is coming in is exactly what's going out. You weren't able to up your voltage, down your voltage, or anything like that. It was a very simple idea, and they took it off of the competition series or champion series or whatever it is, the regular Epicenter, and they just built it into the Micro and gave it load resistors, made it smaller, added 2 knobs and all that. So they went back in and they were like, how do we make it better? And they said, well, if we give it the line driver that everybody wants on it, we can call it a Pro, and yeah, now it's better. So it's the same Epicenter you've known and loved, but now has a line driver built into it. It'll still do high level, low level, it'll still do all the fun things that you like, just more control for your output. You can find it at audiocontrol.com.
That's cool.
It is cool.
You know,
Yeah,
we're not going to sell any more LC1Is, but it is cool.
Well, I don't think you should always buy an Epicenter anyways.
Oh, for sure. Everybody needs an Epicenter, even if you don't have a car. All right. The Focal Flax 3 weights going full active. What is the best DSP amplifier to go with the price? The price doesn't matter.
Well, if the price doesn't matter, I'm doing I'm doing a Moscone Pro for 830.
3-way?
Yeah, Moscone 830.
Yeah.
It's an 8-channel DSP amplifier with staggered power. I'm going to use channels 1 and 2 for the tweeters. Channels 3 and 4 can go to my rear speakers because I don't care. And I'm going to use 5 and 6 for the mid bass, or mid range, then 7 and 8 for the mid bass, and there you go.
Price doesn't matter.
Price doesn't matter. $4,000 DSP amplifier. Boom. Price. Now, if price does matter, and you're like, maybe check out like a Blackbird, the Moscone 1 series, the 6 to 10. 6 to 10 is nice, or the 8 to 10, and you bridge channels 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 out to the mid bass. Oh wait, no, you can, Helix. Or we're doing Flax. Yeah, no, you can
Flax.
Yeah, so you can take the 8 to 10, the 1 8 to 10 Moscone 1, and make it into a 6-channel. Give yourself double the power on the mid bass and the doors. That's also released AB class, both of those. But yeah, check those out. Bitchin' DSPs. Hey guys, would you advise running from head unit to a DSP used as a hub essentially, which goes to DSP amps? Thanks as always. Say what now?
Okay. Hey guys,
you guys running
from the head unit to a DSP?
If it's an aftermarket head unit, sure. I mean, at some point you need a source unit, right? So if you have an aftermarket head unit, your aftermarket head unit is your source unit. It's your infotainment center. It's where all of your stuff is plugging in. So you get, preamps or Toslink, depending on which one you're going with, and you can get CarPlay or Android Auto or FM or thumb drive or HDMI or whatever you want. Now, if we're talking about a factory radio, the factory radio isn't really a great source unit for anything unless there's an amp pro involved or some form of integration and get a preamp section out of it. But it's a necessary evil because most people, that's just how you hook it up. You hook the DSP up to the head unit because that's where everything is at. Now, if you're having to do some kooky install to get the DSP into the factory head unit, then doing some other, like a controller of some kind, might be a better option. It just depends. Depends on what the goal is.
Price doesn't matter. Just do the Brax DSP.
There's always a price, and some of it does matter. But yeah, no, it's true there. The Brax DSP, it's a $9,000 DSP, so that's without an amplifier.
What?
Yeah. 6,000? Is it 6,000 or 9,000?
I think it's like 6.
6? Yeah, either way. It's crazy. But hey, if you got the money. Based on your expertise with the new 4-door Broncos, do you think there is room for a front sub? No. I want an SQL setup and really want to add a front sub, but don't know if it'll fit. I mean, I'm going to go with no. There's no room underneath the seats, so you're not putting it there. I mean, if you take out the glove box, you might be able to fit something in the glove box. The kick panels, like doing a kick panel sub, you really can't do because that's where your mid-range is. So unless you move those to the door, like if you build some door pods and put the speakers in the door, then you could possibly do something in the passenger kick panel because you no longer need to take up that space. The problem is it's a Bronco. So it doesn't really matter what you're doing. It's never going to be amazing. It's just going to be a Bronco. I mean, we've heard some pretty intense Broncos. We've done some pretty nice ones. It's still just a Bronco. Fiberglass top, lots of road noise. Yeah, it's just what it is.
I mean, SQL was not like a Bronco.
Yeah,
It was big.
It was nice. Stereo Steve makes the dash panels that we've had in
For the Jeeps.
For the Broncos, to where you can put a tweeter and a mid range in the top of the dash, 6.5-inch mid bass down in the bottom. You can add another mid bass to the door, have two mid bass. That'll make the front have a little bit more impact if you're looking to do something like that. Oh, hold on.
There you go. There you go.
Let's just see what she's got going on. Question for Dean. Okay.
Attack him.
Why would I data link have a solution to replace a head unit but not retain the amp? So the reality is I don't have a good answer that I can give you without hurting anybody's feelings. Okay?
Don't hurt nobody, please.
The easiest thing is that this is a conversation that has been had many times before said radios were released to the public, where these things should have already existed and they had reasons to not make them, whatever they were. And it was, and no matter how much arguing you do, if somebody feels something should be some way and it's not, or their reality is what matters, not yours. Until 10 people tell you your reality is wrong. Now, what you're getting at, I understand, and the solution to the problem is coming. But there's a couple of those weird things like that, and to be fair, PAC just came out with their solution to this like this year. So it wasn't like they were the only ones dragging their feet on this. They're just the last. So I really don't see it as like oh my God, because other people didn't have it either. We're just finally getting it from some of the others. So they're going to be last, but they're going to have it, and then everyone can just not worry about it. Now, the other solution, of course, is it's not like it's going to be free. Okay, it's going to be a couple $100s to put this Bose interface in. I don't know about you, but it's an older vehicle, and yes, there are going to be a lot of people who are going to pay a couple $100, but also to me, this also opens an opportunity to have a bigger conversation of like, hey, what about maybe doing an amplifier in there? Let's put a 5-channel amp in there and amplify your 2 in the dash, 6x9 in the door, and the subwoofer. We can put a real subwoofer in there now. Do you like some more impact to your music? Everybody wants more bass. We're doing a Kenwood, so we can easily use the radio to power the rear speakers. So I can sell a 5-channel amp. They can keep their factory speakers. Who cares? I mean, they're going to sound better when we amplify them and cross them over and EQ them with the Kenwood radio. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we'd love to sell them speakers, but we could start with an amplifier. Kenwood makes the 803.5, and that's a really affordable amplifier. It's going to sound 100% better than keeping the Bose crap. It's not like it's an upmixed Bose. There's no surround. There's no center. It's just a crappy sounding car. So let's maybe look to do a little bit more. And that was part of the argument too. It's like, well, the factory sounds like crap. But the argument is, well, yeah, but everything is easy, right? But I expect more from them. Well, maybe you shouldn't, I'm just saying. Expect less from... Dude, Spider-Man hit it best. Don't expect anything from people and you'll never be disappointed.
Spider-Man?
That was Spider-Man. That was the last one. Yeah, that was the whole thing. She was like, I just don't expect,
I'm not disappointed.
I'll never be disappointed. I mean, that's my problem. I expect a lot from everybody.
Jesus, yes.
And I'm always disappointed.
Yeah.
So don't. That way, hey, cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. What do you got?
Me?
Yeah. Throw it up there.
I have a lot of problems.
Oh,
So
12 speakers. Oh, well, come
of
on, man.
course, 12 speakers.
Wah. Okay. Good evening, Dean and Fernando. What
Good evening.
speaker choice would you recommend for an 18 Equinox LT kickers or Kenwoods? I recently purchased an Epic 5 amplifier along with LC7i. That would make sense. But you didn't ask about the obvious choice, which would have been the audio control speakers, right? I mean, that seems like that would have also maybe thrown in there. You know, they make some really nice speakers as well. Either one of those kickers or Kenwoods, they're both excellent speakers. So it's you're splitting hairs at that point. Just throw a dice, you know, heads or tails, see what works. Yeah, Austin has a whole audio control system in his.
Mm-hmm.
He loves it.
Yeah.
I know this because he just put it right there. But yeah, you might want to check out the audio control line of speakers. There again, you know, nice, affordable, sound great.
Yeah.
You know, what's this? Okay, so. All right, you got anything else? What do you got for me? Bring it up. What are you guys doing to the Raptor behind you? This is actually not a Raptor. This is a Platinum. This makes the Raptor look cheap.
Different.
Yeah.
Well, not, but
Yeah, I think
it
so.
is different.
Yeah, Platinums are. This is a lot of truck.
Yeah.
We're putting an Audison system in it that the customer picked out. We're talking about it over on Instagram. It's getting all Audison speakers, all Audison amplifiers, DSP. It's getting some JL audio subs. It's going to be really nice. I'm
And a dash cam.
And a Kenwood dash cam because why not? But
Who
no,
doesn't love dash cams?
This guy. I think dash cams are great. I just hate putting them in.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
dash cams are. You need a dash cam for sure.
Everybody should have a dash cam.
Yeah.
Hey guys, hope all is well with you and your families.
Thank you.
Thank you. Everything's
Same
okay,
for you.
I think. Should I use a DSP for 8 speakers and a sub, or just 2 3-way passive or 2 3-way crossovers and use the rear channels for the last 2 speakers? 9 speaker total. So all right. This is not an easy answer, even though it seems like it should be an easy answer. An easy answer would be yes, you should use a 8-channel DSP like the new X2 808. Hell yeah, why would you not? It's a fantastic option. A Blackbird, a Moscone, a Helix, an Audison. There's a ton of them out there, okay? Now, the problem is, do you understand how to set it up? Do you know how to use a DSP? Do you want to learn to do a DSP? What are your expectations? Like, what is your skill level? We tell everyone that they should have a DSP, and it's the truth. But if you don't understand how to use one, or you're not willing to pay someone to do it for you, or there's no one around you to pay to do it, you might end up with disappointment, okay? And you might just be like, oh, well, I really wanted it, but I don't know what all this stuff does.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of got to figure out what makes the most sense to you. So if you understand how to use a DSP, then you want to do a DSP because
100%.
You're going to be disappointed otherwise. 100%.
There you go.
Hey, DNF. Keep up the good job. Thank you. Learn a lot from your channel. Have you seen the new Audio Control Epic Pro 6.5-inch mid-range? Sound good on paper. Would love to hear your input on them. Yes, we've seen them because Gary and Matt brought them by. We got to hold them. They look very nice. There again, these are guys that are different. Like when you look at like who currently designs all the loudspeakers, they're typically not designed by people like Gary and Matt. You know, they're not. That's really not their thing. So they're going to be a little different, and they're going to have some of that Gary to them. Because those are the guys making the stuff or helping or putting their 2 cents in, along with everybody else at Stinger that's getting involved in it. I'm not a loudspeaker guy, as we all know. I think I've made that pretty clear. I don't really do loudspeaker stuff.
You're missing out.
I am missing out. I love looking at them and I love hearing somebody else do it, But as far as me doing it, it's not my speed. That's not to say we won't get some though and have some fun with them, because I would love to take like some 6s and a tweet and put them like in a cabinet, put them in the 6.5-inch cabinet, just blast the hell out of them.
Yeah,
like that would be cool. But there again, probably never will, because we all know how much.
I mean, I
never
think
get
they
extracurricular
would
crap
sound
done.
nice.
But yeah, no, it
Maybe
would be pretty
Austin,
cool.
you know,
He's
do
got
some.
he's got regular.
No, he got like regular speakers.
Yeah,
I'm saying that he probably, in the
Yeah.
future does a system with that, and
I mean,
can let us know.
Yeah, or just
I don't think we're gonna do it.
no. We'll never do one.
Maybe.
Nah, we'll get our hands on some eventually and
Yeah.
just beat them up. That would be fun.
Yeah, I would put it in my car. That's okay.
I mean, we can if you want to.
Nope.
I mean, okay. I was gonna say. I like messing around too. I just never have the time.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the problem. We got these morale towers we got to finish building at some point. In this,
or you can start working on Harleys.
Come
on.
Why? Why would I do that?
Because.
No.
It's fun.
Yeah, it is. It looks like it's a blast. This next segment is brought to you by Focal. Focal America, Focal Flax. Oh, hold on. Wow, that was neat. Yep, got it. If you are looking for amazing speakers, check them out. Focal-America.com. Flax being the most popular, and there you go. Do your thing.
Do my thing.
Whoa, hold on.
What are you doing?
I wanted this. I was checking something.
Right in the middle of the show.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. I just, dude, they don't get to see it. Okay. Here's a question. Does CLD deadener do anything on fiberglass panels? I'd like to quiet down an old car with fiberglass body panels, CLD, lizard skin, Line X. I'm guessing that's the spray-on kind. So I can only speak from experience, and the only experience I have of fiberglass cars is just using a peel and stick, butyl-based, adding weight to a fiberglass panel. I honestly don't know if a spray-on will do anything to it. I've never done it. If we're trying to quiet something down, I think mass is really more important than anything else.
Now, will you put it inside or outside?
Well, see, the thing is like when you're trying to go quiet, you need.
I guess you have to put it inside.
But when you're trying to get quiet, you need material. You need thickness.
Mm-hmm.
You need something that is going to absorb the sound. Like a jute or a poly, or something that is like thick, and that's why like manufacturers use the crappy foam that it's like a paper. It's 1/8 of an inch thick, but I guess that does something. I have no idea what. But you need mass. Mass is what quiets things down. So the problem is in an old car, water and mass don't go together. Especially in the jute category, because if it can absorb water, it can stink and do bad things.
I was thinking maybe spraying all the inner surface.
Don't put your hand in front of your face.
I'm sorry. Okay.
The fiberglass panels with lizard skin, heat, and sound formulas. I mean, sure. I mean, there again, mass. So you're adding more mass to it. You're going to add more weight. Yeah.
That's going to change?
Any place that doesn't get wet, pack it full of something. Polyfill, jute. Just fill in all the gaps. That'll make it quieter. It's waterproof.
Did that change the frequency now?
What are you talking about?
On the subwoofer box?
No.
No?
No. It just looks silly, and people like doing it.
Okay.
Yeah. Mass loaded vinyl. Thick vinyl. Just get some thick vinyl. Cement. I like the cement thing. Would the Helix Mini be a good choice for my 2022 Ford Edge with 6-speaker system? I'll be adding a full system, but the DSP will be the start. Okay, good question. 6-speaker system. Now, the Helix Mini DSP is a 4 to 6. That's it. So you have 4 channels of input, 6 channels of output. If you're planning on going active front, tweeter, mid-range, and a sub, maybe a center, you're good. If you want to go tweeter, mid-range, rear, sub, you're not good because that's 7. So you have to decide what works. Now, if you need 8, there's also the Arc Audio PS 6 to 8, which has 6 inputs and 8 outputs. So an option. I want to give a shout out to Cabe of Pimp My Rides. He's got an interview in this month's Mobile Entertainment Magazine. Yes.
Very nice.
Talked to him last week about the Dodge. Hey, quick question. Any recommendations on putting a system in my 2020 Ram 1500? Thanks. A Ram is, there again, it depends on what you're doing. If you're going to do a full swap out, great. If it's Alpine, premium audio, HK, whatever, doesn't really matter. The dash is a 3.5, the doors is 6x9. You can do something as simple as a really nice upgrade where you go the full Kenwood system. It's a 2020, so you can probably put a radio in it if you wanted to, unless it has like the 8 or 12-inch screen. It just depends. Like there's so many options that are available to you. But Kenwood makes the 6903s, which work really well in the front. They make the new 694s, I think is what they are, which is their new 4-inch shallow mount 6x9 coaxial for the rear doors. Everybody makes, you can put an Amp Pro in there, you can put an iData module, you can put a DSR1, you can put an Arc Audio amplifier in there that'll plug right into the factory radio. So there's lots of options. It's a fairly fun car to work on because there's a lot of options. What's up, homies? Homies. Ooh, nice. Good play. So.
Okay, that's what I have.
That's what you have? Okay. Well, that's cool. That works for me. You missed one? Will the next X2 fit in the Bronco rear side compatible with Ford SB? So it will fit. The X2 will fit for sure on the Bronco. It does not do SB, so you'd have to use the 10 ohm load resistors. So it's not natively doing SB right now. So no, it does not do that natively. Right now, the current recommendation from Brad is to use 10 ohm load resistors. Current. So we'll see how that pans out over the next couple weeks, couple months, whatever. Ooh, that was neat. All right. All right. Let me shut this off here. All right, guys. That's the show. I'd like to thank all of you guys for asking fantastic questions. It is Monday. It's the beginning of the week. It can only go up from here, hopefully. I mean, that's, being the optimist, which I'm not, but it happens. Yeah. I'd like to thank all you guys for tuning in and asking great questions. I'd like to thank all our sponsors, Arc Audio with the new X2 808, Audio Control with the new Epicenter Micro Pro, and of course, Focal, Moscone, and Gladen for doing what they do, making amazing stuff that makes everyone happy. That's all I got. DNF Tool Drawer is a place you can find all the cool things, all the cool tools that we use, as well as the IRTA 2-channel electrical RTA. And, of course, get a cool keychain. You guys have a fantastic week. Make sure you follow us on Instagram where you can find out what's going on in this Ford. The Audison system that's going to be in it. As well as we'll see you guys Friday morning for the news. And then again, Saturday we'll be back to answer all the questions that you've managed to accumulate over a week of just doing craziness. I know, right? It's so fun. You guys have a wonderful night, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.